Hello, my friends. My name is Tomasz Wiśniewski, and I'm CEO in Auxiliary Intelligence. And welcome on our special webinar about the aftermath of the US elections. So I will tell you what is happening on the market right now, how market reacts, how market reacted after Joe Biden was elected as a president. We have a lot of participants today coming from Facebook. Coming from our MyAxiori and other media. So welcome. It is a pleasure to be here with you. Yes, let's start first. You probably see my screen. Here is the website, Auxiliary webinars. I'm gonna pass it on the chat. You can see this. Why I want to share it, because on this website we have previous webinars. I have a question: how many hours this webinar will last? It will be 20-30 minutes, so don't worry. Very fast update about the market situation. So on this website we have our previous webinar, so Get US Elections Ready Part 4. Because we did webinars before the elections, and you definitely have to check out this webinar because you will see that we were right with predicting the outcome of the webinar of the elections. So we predicted that Joe Biden will win. We said this on the webinar many times and on all our webinars about US elections. But what is most important, we also predicted what will happen on the market. So on this webinar, I made a statement about what will happen with indices, what will happen with American dollar, what will happen on the currency market, what will happen on the stock market. And those predictions were spot on. We got the reaction that we were expecting. So without further ado, let me show you the situation on the market. So again, how many hours it will be? Just 20-30 minutes. That's how long this webinar will last. Let me show you the situation on the market. So what is happening as indices are going higher, stock markets are going higher in the nutshell, and American dollar is weaker. And this is what we were expecting before the elections. We were saying that despite the fact that Joe Biden is perceived as a president who is negative for stocks, because Democrats want to lift taxes, we should get a rally on stocks because we were expecting it as a relief rally, that uncertainty is gone, and traders are now willing to take more risk and trade. And also we were advancing with the vaccinations, so with the vaccine. That was a positive information. And we also said again that the dollar will be weaker, and this is what is happening. So first, let me show you the situation on stocks. As you can see, Nasdaq, so this index, which has companies benefiting from the pandemic, is heading higher. We escaped from the symmetric triangle pattern, and we are advancing higher, and the price is moving higher, and we are close to the all-time highs. DAX is doing precisely the same. DAX, this is a German index. We are on the long-term highs, as you can see. We are on the highest levels today since the beginning of September. Yes, the beginning of September, we're slightly higher. And as you can see, I have a long position here. I have a long position on DAX, so I'm using this optimism on stocks. I bought today morning. Really, I bought this index C1 CFD on German index, and as you can see, it's already protected with the profit, so I can make at least 1,300 euros on this trade. What is worth mentioning, my friends, is that I was mentioning this trade. As you can see, this is Auxiliary Intelligence website. So our company dedicated to analysis and education. And here there was this Trader's Edge market briefing, which I recorded today. Here is the link. Where it was slightly after opening this position, but I explained why, and traders watching this analysis could enter this trade, could open a long position with me, and they would have the same profit like me right now. Of course, in terms of the pips, because in terms of the money, it depends from your position size. Nevertheless, on DAX, you can also see the optimism. You can see this optimism after U.S. elections. That it's not that Joe Biden was elected as a president and it's the best news, but this uncertainty is finally over, and we can buy some shares. S&P 500 index of the biggest 500 companies in United States, also heading higher. As you can see, we are in this channel up formation, so there is a huge optimism. FTSE as well. Now let's move to commodities. You will see how commodities reacted. Gold is heading significantly lower. So we had this gold fever in July. The price was going higher. Many people were wondering, should we see $3,000? $3,000. Yes, the webinar started, and it will last. It will last 20 more minutes. We have this upswing on gold in July. The prices was heading higher, but since the top in the August, the price collapsed. And most recently, the price broke $1,850 per ounce. We are heading lower, despite weaker dollar. This is just pure risk off mode, risk on mode. I'm sorry. So riskier assets are going higher, and safe haven assets are going lower. Let's say that here we had a burst of a bubble. Here we had a kind of bubble on gold. Well, kind of. We had a bubble on gold, especially here. And now we have a correction. We have a burst of this bubble. Also, I was expecting this. We were mentioning this many times, analyzing this, and also I do have a trade on gold as well, which you can see. This is a short position already protected with 750, at least 750 euros of profit. Now oil first. WTI oil. Oil is on the other hand, oil is advancing higher. Is U.S. elections affecting this? No, it's more the vaccinations, the vaccines. So the fact that we are advancing with vaccines is creating optimism on oil, and the price is heading higher because, well, international travel will come back. Lockdowns should be lifted all over the world, which would increase transport, etc. So normally, like pandemics caused a huge decline in the price of oil. Lifting lockdowns should and is creating the reverse situation. So definitely positive situation on oil. Oil is benefiting in the past few weeks. As you can see here, since the beginning of November, so actually we had some impact from the U.S. elections as well. It was positive information. Brent is having pretty much the same. Also, I'm sorry. Also, optimism on Brent, pretty much the same situation. So a flag going down. We will have most probably a test. Let me just use the daily test of this support soon. Let's move to the currency market, to the forex market. You can see that dollar is heading significantly lower, and since the elections is heading lower almost every day. Most recently, we broke this crucial long-term support. Today we are on the new long-term lows. So dollar is suffering after Joe Biden was elected as a president. But that what was expected, regardless of the option, really. If Donald Trump would win, we would also expect the dollar to go down. And how that corresponds with the situation on pairs with the American dollar. For example, American dollar to Australian dollar going higher, euro dollar here. I also do have a position, as you can see, long position here. Stop loss already on stop profit. So I have 3 positions right now, really good time on the market, and those 3 positions, they cannot lose money. Already stop losses are moved to stop profits. So it looks very, very optimistic in terms of the potential profit. Future profit. I'm just following that what I'm teaching on the webinars and what I'm recording on the videos. That when I see a clear signal from the technical point of view, I trade it. It's not that I say something on the webinars or videos and then I don't use it in my own trading. That's what is the best with the auxiliary webinars. When I'm showing something, when I'm teaching, when I'm showing you setups, I also use it. Of course, not all of them, but I use it myself on my real account. So you can be sure that I do my best for you to provide the best trading setups because I use them myself. So this is the thing which is worth considering when joining Auxiliary and watching our content. Here I would like to show you also a few stocks from American Stock Exchange, because if we have optimism on indices, we also have optimism, of course, on single shares. Here, I would like to show you Apple. Apple is in the symmetric triangle pattern, and here we are waiting for a proper buy signal, and most probably we will get this buy signal pretty soon, because as you can see, the price is advancing higher to the upper line of the triangle, and maybe soon we will get a breakout. As you can see, the price is advancing higher now, testing the upper line of this triangle. Price closing a day above the upper line of the triangle, that will be a proper buy signal. How are the triangles reliable trading patterns? Well, I can show you Prudential, for example, insurance company from United States. Here we had a breakout from the symmetric triangle and further upswing. You can also see Tesla. Most probably you know Tesla, of course. Here is a symmetric triangle, also breakout of the upper line and an upswing. That's how triangles work. Here is another Western Digital Corporation, another example of a triangle, so symmetric triangle, breakout to the upside, upswing. And here is another Micron Technology, where maybe we don't have a triangle. Some of the experts where I was analyzing this point, this is a triangle. But I wanted to show you just the breakout of the resistance and a further upswing, like in triangles here, breakout of the resistance, breakout of the resistance. And all eyes on Apple right now because we can have a breakout of the upper line. Yes, we have Tesla. As you can see, we have Tesla company producing cars, of course, electric cars, from Elon Musk, recently moved to S&P 500 index, somewhere here, and we have a huge upswing on shares of Tesla. I'm sorry. So that will be pretty much it. We made this analysis of the current situation on the market. I showed you what is market doing right now after US elections, what are the trends. The best thing in this is that we were expecting this. I will not stress that enough, my friends. So we were expecting this. Let me show you on our website. So again, we have a website, Axiori, with webinars, our older webinars, and there is a webinar about US elections recorded, made before the elections, where we were predicting market movements, and it worked out. And also we have this website, Axiori Intelligence, where we post our videos, our analytical content, analysis, articles, etc. And from this, you can see that I post my own trades here. I post my own setups. So here you get the best insights of the market situation. You can use them for your trading also. You can use those resources. So I think that's enough for today, for the first webinar. We have more webinars coming. So today, the aftermath of the battle, how to trade following the US elections. But next one on Thursday, December 3rd, you can see that we have a webinar for the beginners. So if you're struggling with Forex, you don't know what the Forex is, I will explain everything on Thursday. I will tell you about the basics of the Forex market. Yes, please hit me with the question. I will be happy to answer. Please type a question. And if you have questions, please type it, and I will be happy to answer your question. I'll wait for you to type it. Sure. In the moment, I will show you platform. You can see a small reversal on DAX. We will see. So Tesla, for example, this is a CFD, so contract for difference for the Tesla company listed on American Stock Exchange. So company is listed on stock exchange, right? It's a public traded company, so you can trade the shares of it. But this is a CFD contract where you can trade this instrument without having the actual instrument. So you can trade the contract for this instrument. You don't have to buy shares, but you can trade if the price will go up or down. And that's how you trade CFD contracts. It's like owning the shares of the company without actually owning them, but you can benefit on the movements. You can benefit on the price change of a particular instrument. And in our offer in Axiori, we have currency pairs, we have indices, but also we have those companies listed on American Stock Exchange, as you can see, Apple, Autodesk, AIG, Amazon, all major companies from United States, Facebook, Ford, eBay, etc. Yes, they can be traded as like normal currencies, like for example, euro dollar. And also, yes, you can trade those instruments with the same strategies exactly like currencies. That's the beauty of the technical analysis, that it applies to everything, to all the instruments. So you can use the main principles, the main points of the technical analysis you can use on shares, you can use on commodities, you can use on the currencies. That's the beauty of the technical analysis, that this triangle on Tesla, for example, or this triangle on Apple, it works on shares, it works also on commodities, it works also on currencies. That's the beauty of the technical analysis, that once you master the principles, once you master the technical analysis, you can use it in many instruments from various types of assets. Okay, thank you very much. So thanks for attending this webinar. I hope you enjoyed this, and all the best in your trading. And see you on Thursday on our next webinar. Thank you very much again, and all the best.